Good morning, everyone. Today's session will be on VARC learning and multiple intelligence. For today's session, I have taken references from share slides, internet sources, slides, images from internet, and I have referred to the book Organizational Behavior by Stephen P. Robbins. Now we'll see what is VARC learning. VARC is nothing but it is an acronym of Visual V, Auditory A, Reading R, and Kinesthetic K. Visual, auditory, reading, kinesthetics. These are the 4 learning styles which has been adopted by the learner. Every student is different, and when we observe the students, each student follow their own learning style and patterns. Few understand only if they visualize things or only if they see things. Few understand only if they hear things, auditory. Few understand only when they read and write. Few will understand only if they are involved or something is demonstrated to them. That is what is kinesthetics. And this VARC is widely used all around the world. This is a very common schema which has been used to assess the student's preferences. Which student need kinesthetic? Which student need visual learning? Which student need other kind of learning? Based on this assessment, the teacher will prepare such kind of assessments for them so that each student can understand quickly and they can retain it for a longer time. Learning is nothing but they need to retain it. Only if you are studying for the purpose of examination, then you forget it, that is not learning. You will have to retain it in your secondary brain. That is what is learning. VARC is an acronym that refers to the 4 types of learning styles: visual learners, oral or auditory learners, reader-writer learners, and kinesthetics. Visual learners prefer the use of images to assess and understand new information. Oral or auditory learners best understand new content through listening. Reader and writer preference learners prefer learning best through words. And kinesthetic learners learn best through figuring things out by their own hands. Now I'll tell you a small example. Say for example, in a classroom, there are 8 rows. The students who are sitting in the first 2 rows will be generally visual learners. They have a preference to see what the teacher is writing on the board, or what the teacher, they need to visually see what the teacher is writing. Only then they can understand things. For this reason, that is the main reason why they sit in the first 2 rows. Now come to the 3rd and the 4th row. They can understand even if they hear things. They need not see the teacher. They might be seeing the book, they might be seeing somewhere else, but only if they hear the teacher, whatever she is telling it out, that is enough for them. By listening, they can understand. Next comes the 5th and the 6th row. They need not see, they need not hear, but they will only read and write. They can understand things only by reading, and by writing they will memorize things. By that they can understand well. The last 2 rows, even if visually it has been shown, they will not quickly understand. If orally something is being told, they will not understand. If they have been given an article to read and understand, they will not understand. They will understand only if they are being demonstrated something practically, or if they are involved in something. Only then these kinesthetic learners will understand things quickly and they can retain it for their lifetime learning. Based on these assessment, their learning styles which best fits them, they should adapt to that. That is what is VARC learning. People with strong visual preferences like to learn from different formats, spaces, graphs, charts, diagrams, plants, and maps. Only using all these visual preferences, they will quickly learn things and they can retain it for a lifetime. People with strong auditory or oral preferences like to discuss things, chat things, hear stories, hear guest speakers. Only after that they will be in a position to learn things. People with strong reading and writing preference like to take list, notes, and if the books are being given in printed or in online format, they will read it, they will write or take notes from it. Only after that they will quickly learn things. And people with strong kinesthetic preferences like to use their senses. They want examples, case studies, trial and error methods. They want practical exercises. They want demonstration, or they want themselves to be involved in the process. Only then they will quickly learn things. Now we'll see about multiple intelligence. When you attend an interview, first what will happen? You will be given a written test. Then you will have a oral test with your HR manager. Then you will have 1 or 2 rounds with your hiring manager. But generally what they assess is the intelligence quotient. Here comes Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence theory, which was proposed in his model in the year 1983 in his book Frames of Mind, The Theory of Multiple Intelligence. He made the world understand that it is not only intelligence quotient which has to be taken care of when you're talking about intelligence. There are multiple intelligence. Few people will be naturalist, few will be musical intelligence, few will be kinesthetics, few will be interpersonal intelligent, few will be intrapersonal. So that is how this model evolved. We'll see the various multiple intelligence. First one being mathematical logical. Here they will be strong in numbers. They love to reason and they love to sort out the problems, problem solving. Next one being musical. They learn through songs, patterns, rhythms, instrument and musical expressions. Next one being visual learners. They organize things visually and they learn. Bodily kinesthetic intelligent people. They learn through interaction with one's environment using concrete experiences. Intrapersonal. Learning through feelings, values and attitudes. Understand other people. Interpersonal. Learning through interaction with others. Working collaboratively with teams and cooperatively. Naturalist intelligence people. They learn through categories, classification, hierarchies, ability to pick up on subtle differences or distinctions. Existential. They learn by seeing the big picture. They connect real world understanding and application to new learning. Verbal linguistic intelligent people. Learning through spoken and written words, reading, listening, speaking and writing. A naturalist intelligence person understands living things and he reads nature. A musical intelligence person discerning sounds, their pitch, tone, rhythm and timbre. Logical mathematical intelligent person quantifying things, making hypotheses and proving them. Existential intelligence person tackling the questions of why we live and why we die. Interpersonal intelligence person sensing people's feeling and motives. Bodily kinesthetic person coordinating your mind with your body. Linguistic intelligence person finding the right words to express what you mean. Interpersonal understanding yourself, what you feel and what you want. Visual intelligence person visualizing the world in 3D. He will visualize things. Verbal linguistic. They'll be strong in reading, writing, telling stories, memorizing dates, thinking in words. They like to read, talk, memorize, work at puzzles. They learn best through reading, hearing, seeing words, speaking, writing, discussing, and debating. Next one, math logic. They are strong in mathematics, numbers, reasoning, logical, problem solving, and patterns. They like to solve problems, questions, work with numbers, and experiments. They learn best through working with patterns and relationships, classifying, categorizing, and working with the abstract. Visual intelligence area people. They are strong in reading, maps, charts, drawing, mazes, puzzles, imagining things, visualizing. They like to design, draw, build, create, daydream, look at pictures, and they learn best through working with pictures and colors, visualizing and drawing. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence people are strong in athletics, dancing, acting, crafts, using tools. They like to move around, touch, and talk. They use their body language and they learn best through touching, moving, processing knowledge through bodily sensations. Musical intelligence people. They are strong in singing, picking up sounds, remembering melodies, rhythms. They like to sing, hum, play an instrument, listen to music, and they learn best through rhythm, melody, singing, listening to music, and melodies. Interpersonal. Understanding people, leading, organizing, communicating, resolving conflicts, and selling. And they like to have friends, talk to people, join groups, and they learn best through sharing, comparing, interviewing, cooperating. Interpersonal intelligence people. They are strong in understanding self, recognizing their own strength and weakness, setting goals, and they like to work alone, reflect, pursue interest. They learn best through working alone, doing self-paced projects, having space and reflecting on it. Naturalist intelligence people. They want to understand nature, making distinctions, identifying flora and fauna. And they like to be involved with nature, making distinctions. And they learn best through working in nature, exploring things, learning about plants and natural events. Thank you, students. We'll meet in the next session.